What's this right here? Do I get my notebook?
Yes, you can get your notebook out.
Was you
Okay, look what we're gonna do. Summer vacation. Also the vacation.
You done?
Whoa. Sumo. That's summer. Summer. Elephant. Summer.
Alright, so here you go. Here's your title. This week. Okay. Story is titled Summer Vacation. That's what we'll be writing about this week.
Doing this because they home with summer vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright, with my pencil.
What is this? I know this is a witch hat.
Summer pencil. Now, told you it was on the ground. Told you it was on the ground.
Huh?
This top.
Yeah.
I'm about to write lessons from Lester. That's what oh my gosh. How did this break? Okay. Oh my gosh. This was second master.
All right. So as we can see, based upon our title of our story this week, we are writing a story about a summer vacation. So you can either make up the story, like you could make it up, like you're something, you know, a pretend vacation that you want to go on, or you can do it based off of a vacation that you've already had one summer, right? Has anyone taken a summer vacation before? Went somewhere in the summertime when school was out? So yeah, so you can do it either way. I'm fine if you do it with an old vacation that you took already, or if you want to make up somewhere new, somewhere you want to go, okay? So we're going to write about that this week, a summer vacation. So of course, when we start to write our story, okay, we have to have our 3 parts to our story, okay? So all of our stories will have a beginning.
Okay, light it.
No, don't write this. I'm just letting you know. A middle, and then an end, okay? So our stories will have to have all 3 of these parts, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Each one of these parts are important to have a complete story. Also, remember, it's important that our story flows together, right? We don't want a story that's talking about a vacation, then we start talking about what we did last week. That does not flow together. So when we're writing our story, we want to make sure that our story stays on the topic of the title, which is about your summer vacation. So your story will have your beginning. Your beginning part will be the introduction to your story. So of course, in the beginning part of your story, this is where you're going to tell where you went, right? So I don't know, or where you're going to go, because some of you might talk about a vacation that happened already. Some of you might be making up something new. So of course, in the beginning, you're going to tell where you went or / where you're going. Okay. You're going to tell who is going or who went, right? When did you go? In June? In July?
I didn't know when I went.
Well, you can just make it up. Or just say summer, if you know. So your beginning has to tell us where you went, or you know where you're going, who you're going with, or who you went with, and when did you go? So we know that it's going to be summertime. You can actually give the month June or July or May, because May is, or August, I'm sorry, because August is also summertime, but you can also put that as well. So your beginning has to cover these 3 things. Where did you go? Who did you go with? When did you go? Okay, so if I was writing, I would say, last summer I went to, let's say, the beach in Florida. I went with my family and we went in June. See how I just covered all of that in my beginning. So by giving all of this in your beginning, we know where the story is going, right? We know where the story is going. You're about to tell us about your trip at the beach in Florida, right? Yes, I'm not going to tell you about anything else. So after you give your beginning, then we go into the middle part of your story. Now you will tell us, what did you do, right? What did you do while you were on vacation? Where did you go? What places did you go visit? Okay. What did you do? Where did you go? Right? You can also tell us about something, maybe something amazing that happened, right? Maybe you saw something. You could tell us your favorite part of the trip. You could tell us if something happened that was a little scary, maybe, right? Like say, if you got lost. Did somebody get lost on vacation before?
No.
No? Yeah, somebody say yeah. So if you got lost, you would say that in this part, right? So your middle part is going to be the body. It's also called the body, but that's the part where you tell us all of what happened on your trip. What did you do? Where did you go? What's some things you saw? What are some things you did, right? Because most of the time our vacations are usually like 2, 3 or more days. So there's a lot of days that you did certain things. If you want, you can detail every single day. On this day, we went and did such and such. On this day, we did this, whatever. So that's what you'll do in the middle part. You will now tell us the whole, what you did this entire trip. Where did you go? What did you do? What did you see? What are some cool things that happened? What are some scary things that have happened? You can tell us also about where you stayed, the hotel you stayed in, or if you stayed in a house. All of that you can talk about in your middle part, okay? And then after we do our beginning, our middle, then we have our end. You will finish off with describing overall how was the trip. It was the worst vacation ever. It was the best vacation ever. It was great. Would you like to go again? Would you not go again? Are you going again? You will cover all of this in your ending, describing the overall trip. Okay, that's what you will talk about in the end. So everybody's story will have to have these 3 parts: your beginning, your middle, and your end. Okay. And so guys, we're not writing on Zoom because these stories will take a little longer. Today you should be writing though. And tomorrow when we meet, we'll kind of go over it and we'll kind of talk about your stories. So when we share on Wednesday, everybody should be ready. Okay. So after the Zoom is over, you are responsible for still writing your story. Okay. Do y'all hear that? After the Zoom is over, it's because it's going to take too long for us to try to sit on Zoom for you to write a whole story. Last week was a little easier because last week was a shorter story, but this week your story is going to be a little longer. So after Zoom is over, I'm going to post an announcement for your parents to make sure that they are making sure that you're completing your story, but you will have to complete this after Zoom. Okay. I don't want to hear on Wednesday, oh, I didn't get to finish. Oh, I didn't watch the Zoom. Oh, I don't want to hear that on Wednesday. Okay. I want to make sure that the story is done tomorrow. Cool? All right. I don't want those excuses on Wednesday. Last week we had excuses, but I don't want them this week. You're a 3rd graders now, right? Because the school year is pretty much over. You can't do those things in 3rd grade, guys. Okay, are y'all big kids or little kids? Which one?
Big kids.
Right, I'm just trying to make sure. Okay? So these are your 3 parts of your story. Your story is titled Summer Vacation. Make sure you cover all 3 parts. So tomorrow I'll ask you all to show me your stories and to kind of, if you have questions about them, to kind of help you guide you through your stories on tomorrow. And so you'll finish it tomorrow. And on Wednesday is when your story is due. So a total of 10 sentences. You have to have a total of 10 sentences to have your story complete. Okay? 10 sentences. That's not a lot. That's really not. And you can have more. I'm fine with more, but you have to have 10. Okay? So remember, we are telling this like a story. So when you write it down, you write it as a story. Okay? Yes? How's that sound?
Good.
Okay? Solomon, you have a question?
I can't really see it.
That part, that's okay. I'm gonna put this on Google Classroom so you can see it better on Google Classroom. Okay, I'll post it. Yes. Anybody else? Question? No, that was it. Okay. Oh, Larry.
Miss Fulgence,
Uh-huh.
me and my mom went to the beach, so I'm not copying you.
Oh, no, that's okay. No, I know that's a common trip. Most people go to the beach a lot of times in the summer, so that's okay. Yeah, that's good. All right. So yeah, so some of you might write about a beach. That's okay. But it can be, you can make up a trip, like I said, like something you want to do. Like I really want to go to Disney World. So I would write about that, right? And all the things I would see and I would do in Disney World. I've never been. But some of you may have already taken a vacation that you remember and that you enjoyed. So you can write up and tell us about that happened already. Okay. All right. So it's solely up to you what you want, but just make sure that your story is about this, not about something completely random. Okay. All right. So that's it for writing, guys. Let's go ahead and get out your phonics book. We're on 291. 291, yes?
Can I go to the restroom?
Sure. What do you need?
Go get the papers.
Oh, yeah, let me do that now while we transition.
Okay.
291. Phonics and language, page 291.
Got it.
Oh yeah, Miss Fulgence, I
Mhm.
accidentally did this page. One,
Okay.
2.
I'm gonna visit you for my birthday.
Huh?
I'm gonna visit you for my birthday.
For your birthday? When is it, July? June?
Yes.
July? Okay, that'll be good. I'll look forward to that. Hannah came recently. Hannah, you didn't tell them.
Wait,
Hannah was here recently.
yeah, Hannah was here on our
Yeah, we hung out. Mhm. Yeah, you didn't come that day when she had came to tell us.
But I saw Evan was playing. Who is that girl holding my knee? No, I didn't.
He didn't say that. Don't say that.
In his mind. No, I didn't. I never even
Okay,
said
but
it.
you can't tell him what he was thinking in his mind.
I never even no, when we pay for family fun time.
No, I know what you're talking about, but you can't assume that's what he was thinking.
Miss Fulgence, if you sharpen my pencil.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, it's good. We can go now. All right.
Hold on.
All right, everybody's on 291.
Yes. Oh yeah, I did go to
Miss
the
Fulgence,
Uh-huh.
and I can't find the page.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
My mom's not here,
You
and
can't
I
find.
can't find the page.
Okay, you have a loose leaf paper, maybe?
Good luck.
You can write it on that if you have that. Okay. All right, so we have two sentences. Let's go ahead and do our first one. Can you play baseball? Can you play baseball? Make sure you listen to what type of sentence it is so that you're writing, putting the correct punctuation at the end.
This is a basic one.
Yeah. Where's your original pencil person so I can sharpen that one? Since you took the thing out. So I can sharpen it now.
Well, that's what I like.
Can you play baseball? Where is it?
Is in
You don't even sharpen it no more? Well, you probably will because you're about to have to spell it. Make sure you can laugh. Yes. So get it. Get it at the thing. Why are you passing that way?
No. This goes that way.
Just push it
Right.
to the side. Just push it to the side.
Right. Here. But she didn't erase it. Yeah, because she didn't wrong on it. How is this one? Hey, look at mine. Look at mine. Look, this is literally right. Okay, you got this.
All right. Can you play baseball? What type of sentence is that?
Wait.
Question. Interrogative.
Yes, interrogative. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, next one. Will you teach me how? Will you teach me how? I didn't say it. Will you teach me how?
To play baseball. It's baseball. I think I need to go to bed. That's why I just said. Wait, do we have to do that? I don't know how to spell Pete. Really, so I don't know. Oh wait, you know what I mean?
Okay, what type of sentence was this one?
Interrogative.
Thank you. Interrogative as well. And so, guys, just remember in your book, you're practicing adverbs. Remember, an adverb describes how a verb is done. Most adverbs will usually have ly at the end of them. That's how you know it's an adverb. Okay. All right. Let's all right, so that's it for your phonics. Let's go ahead and go into some math. You need a little sleep paper for math.
Why math? I love math. It confuses my brain. Vacation. Can I put that up?
Miss Fluted,
Uh-huh.
I went to see 75 yesterday.
You went what?
Seen 75 yesterday.
What's that?
It's a place that it has rides.
Oh, cool. Sounds fun.
Fun.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and start with some multiplication facts.
What? Wait.
Okay, let's start with 0. 0 times 2 equals
2, 0.
1
times
times 2
2
equals 2.
2, 2,
2 times 2
times 2
equals
equals 4.
3 times 2 equals 6. 4 times 2 equals 8. 8. 5 times 2 equals
10.
oh, sorry. 6 times 2 equals 12.
12. 7 times 2 equals 14. 8 times 2 equals 16. 16. 9 times 2 equals 18. 10 times 2 equals 20.
3. 0 times 3 equals 3.
0.
Sorry, I'm having struggles trying to get it. Thank you. 1 times 3
equals
3.
2 times 3 equals 6. 3 times 3 equals 9. 4 times 3 equals
12.
12. 5 times 3 equals 14.
6 times 3
Times 3
equals
equals
7
times
times 3.
3 equals 21, 21, 21.
8 times
Times
3.
3 equals 23, 23, 23.
9 times
Times
3.
3 equals 25, 25. 10 times 3 equals 30, 37.
0
0
times
times
4
4
equals.
equals 0, 0, 0.
1
1 times
times 4.
4 equals 4, 4, 4. 4
2 times 4
4
equals.
equals 8, 8.
3
3
times
times
4
4
equals.
equals 12, 12, 12.
4
4
times
times
4
4
equals.
equals
16,
16, 16.
5
5 times
4
4
equals.
equals
20,
20.
6
6
times
times
4
4
equals.
equals 24, 24, 24.
7
7
times
times
4
4
equals.
equals
28,
28.
8
8
times
times
4
4
equals.
32,
32. 9 times 4 equals 36, 36.
And
10 times 4 equals 40, 40, 40.
awesome. Good job. Yeah. All right. Do you have a little slip paper out and ready?
Yes.
For some math. Got a couple of things in math we're going to cover today. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with pairs. Remember, a pair is a total of how many? 2.
Mhm.
So if I have 15 socks, how many pairs am I going to make? Go ahead and get that. Draw it out and show me how many pairs would I get from 15 socks. So remember, a pair is a total of 2. So when I draw them, how do I draw it? I draw 2 and then I circle it to show that that's a pair. So I have 15 socks. Don't get confused with 15 pairs. I have 15 socks, then circle the pairs.
6, 8, 10, 12.
Oh my gosh.
See, somebody has some other things going on in the background.
I'm happy that's not fair. 30, 40, no, 90. Okay, another mama. Not. How old am I? 8. Don't say it again. I did it. That's why.
All right. Anybody? Let me see what you have. Let's see those pairs. So remember, 15 pairs is not 15 socks. That's 2 different things. Okay. All right, good. It seems like most people have it right. So how many pairs should that give me? 7 pairs total. 15 socks makes 7 pairs. Remember, a pair is 2, so we circle them in 2. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and work out this fact. 673 plus 218. Go ahead and work this fact out. 673 plus 218.
18.
Confusion, is it plus or minus?
Plus.
Oh, well, that's cool. What is it? Is that an upside down 7? That's not natural. 7. Okay, looks like a 7. Oh, 40. The answer is 140. No, it's not. Million. 500. Million. 500. I know that. Everybody knows that.
All right, anybody has an answer for us? Okay, Camille, what you have?
891.
All right, let's check. So 3 plus 8 is what? 11. Put your 1. Carry that 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 6 plus 2 is 8. Correct. 891. Good. Just some practice with that. All right, let's talk about perimeter. Remember, whenever we want to find the perimeter of a shape, we have to measure each side using centimeters. You will have this on your test, on your quiz on Thursday. I'll have a shape. You have to measure the sides to put the perimeter. Okay, so remember you measure. So we're gonna pretend I already measured each side. So the 7 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 7 centimeters, and 4 centimeters. What do I do next? Okay, that's the first thing you do is measure each side. I did that. So what's the next step I have to take?
Where's our hands?
What you got? Were you raising your hand for that? Okay, Hannah, what do I do next to find the perimeter? I measured each side. Okay, so what's next?
Add them up.
Add them up. Remember, guys, to find the perimeter, we have to add up each side that we measured. So then I would do 4 centimeters plus 4 centimeters plus 7 centimeters plus 7 centimeters. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 7 plus 7 is 14. So that's 14 plus 8. 22. My perimeter is 22 centimeters. Yep. All right. Let's also practice some rounding. So, sorry, before we jump to that. So this is how we find the perimeter, guys. You have a shape. You measure each side using centimeters. After you measure each side using centimeters, you will then add them all up, and your answer is the perimeter. That's the area around the shape. Perimeter. You measure each side. Okay, let's talk about rounding. Remember, whenever we round, we are trying to round a number to the nearest 10. Okay, so the 10s are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. These are our 10s. So when we have a number and we're rounding it to the 10, what that means is we look at it and we say which 10 it is the closest to. So for example here, excuse me.
I know. I love it. I still haven't even.
After class, can I show you something if we have time?
Okay. So we have 47. My 2 10s are 40 and 50. Which 10 is 47? Excuse me. Thank you. Closest to 40 or 50. 47 is closer to which 10? Okay, Lyric, which one? 40 or 50?
40. I mean, 50.
It's closer to 50. 47 is only 3 away to 50, while 47 is 7 away, or you said 6 away to 40. Okay, 61. Let's round it. Is it closer to 60 or 70? 61. Is it closer to 60 or 70?
60.
It is closer to 60. It's like right next to 60, actually. So, of course.
Oh my God.
Next, I have 10 and 20, and I have the number 19. Which 10 is 19 closest to? 10 or 20? Harlem?
20.
It is closer to 20, one away. And 95. 95 is between 90 and 100. Which 10, Camille?
100.
Good. So remember I told you guys 5 always is in the middle, but I always want you to round it to the higher number, which would be 100. Good. All right, and so that's rounding. Rounding is saying which 10 is a number the closest to. Lastly, we have our digital date. Could anybody translate this for me? Move it to digital. Digital. If you remember how to do that. I know you're not right here, Bussy. Okay, what you have, Evan? July 9th, 2005.
7.
Okay. Okay, 7. What does this 7 represent?
July.
July. So remember, when we turn the date into digital, that means we're turning it into numbers. July is the 7th month of the year. So we put 7, 9 for the day.
Then 0, 5.
And we only put the last 2 numbers of the year, 0, 5.
I still do that.
Good. Okay. All right. So that's all I wanted to do, math. Let's go over those couple of things. Digital day. Tomorrow we'll do some more multiplication, probably some story problems, finding arrays, and that type of stuff. Okay. All right. Good. All right. You'll need a loose leaf paper. We're adding to our prepositions. If you still have your paper from last week, you just go ahead and add your new list to that paper. We'll do list 5 and 6 today.
She said our own story.
Yeah.
What
you need?
What are we doing?
So where's the eraser? Huh?
What are we doing?
We're moving on to prepositions. If you have your paper, remember the one with your other 3 lists? If you find that paper, you can add list 4 and 5, other 4 lists, 5 and 6.
Okay.
Miss Blugent,
Okay, that's good. That's good. Uh-huh.
are we supposed to write this?
I mean, unless you have a wonderful memory and you're gonna memorize it for your test on Thursday. But if not, I would highly recommend you write it down.
Where did it go? I'm tripping. I still remember. I remember that stuff that my mom does. And my brother.
Okay. All right. So what is a preposition?
Preposition is a word that of the sentence.
Okay, good. A preposition, a word that is a word that shows the relationship of a noun or pronoun to another word in the sentence. Good. So far we've learned 4 lists of our prepositions. We did list 1, aboard, about, above, across. We learned list 2, after, against, along, among, around, at. Last week I introduced list 3 and 4, which were the B's. We have list 3, which was before, behind, below, beneath. And list 4, which was beside, between, beyond, and by. Okay, so if you lost that, you might need to find it, guys, because on your test every week, I'm gonna ask you about your other list. So yeah, if you're not keeping track of this, you may want to, okay? Because I didn't look at your test from last week, but I know the week before we had that issue. So please make sure, guys, you're writing it down, or at least watching over the video so that you can remember what the prepositions are. Okay, so today we're going to introduce list 5 and 6, and then tomorrow list 7. So that's a lot of them to learn on one day, so we'll just do list 5 and 6 today.
Wait, 5 and 6, 1 and 7 and 8.
Yeah.
I know I'm 12.
Where's my page of 3 and 4?
Found it. Down there. I told you I was close, Miss Woodard.
Uh-huh.
So, 5, 4, 6. 4. And then these are the D's now. I am finished. Just making some comments. Please. Lights down and wait. Why would I wrote 5 and 7? There's E and F on this 5.
Uh-huh. Okay, so here we go. List 5 and 6.
When this didn't like.
Okay, here's list 5. We have down, during, except, for, and from. And list 6, in, inside, and to, and like. I'll give you a minute or two to write these down before we start to practice writing sentences with these prepositions.
Shut. And can I go to the bathroom? Like. I was
Yes, I'm happy you skip line.
just a random binder on the floor. Oh, that's me. Because I was giving Brian first reading. What is it? She was in what was this? Binder. We'll read it for a reason. Loading my guys. So does I have to go to the bathroom after Amanda comes back? Oh.
Okay, do we have them?
Yes.
All right. So here we go, list 5. Excuse me, list 5 and 6, and tomorrow I'll add 7 to. I would really want you to sit down. That would probably be the best thing you could do right now.
There's probably 7.
Okay. So like I was saying, sorry. All right, so let's go ahead and practice putting those in sentences. So let's start with list 5.
Okay.
Street, ball, and down. That's okay, you can still write them. Street, ball, and down.
Wait, you have to write them too?
What's this? No, I wasn't talking about that. So let's try to create a sentence using preposition down with the words street and ball. How could I make a sentence? Josiah, what you have?
Oh, we did have to know how to.
The street all went down the hill.
Okay. Yeah, but I wanted to use like the 2 words separately, street and ball separately, not together. But that could be one. Okay, Lyric.
Ben walked across the street.
No, we have to have these words in there. All of these in there.
I got one.
What you got, Brian? I see.
The ball rolled down the street.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, the ball rolled down the street.
Right. You got my sentence.
That would be one.
You know,
The ball
or you can say the ball
rolled
went down the street. I was
down
gonna do that one in the. Oh,
the
yes.
street.
Sorry.
Okay. And in this, down is our preposition connecting ball and street. Okay, good. Another one.
Yes.
That would be me whenever it's time for math. What? Fred during. Well, cheese.
Fred during and school. What's a sentence I can create with Fred during and school? Okay, Camille, what you have?
Fred sat down during school.
Fred sat down during school. Yes. What you need to? Fred sat down during school. Now, you know down is a preposition, but it's not in this case, okay? It's during we're using for this one. So during is our preposition connecting Fred and school together.
I know the best one.
Okay?
Ryan, your pencil for someone.
Apple.
Apple from and store.
Oh, I have a good one.
A sentence I can create with apple from and store with from our preposition. Okay, Solomon? Yes, one paper only.
My dad wanted an apple from the store.
My dad wanted an apple from the store. From is our preposition connecting apple and store together. Good. Let's do some with list 6. We inside and door. We inside door. Inside is our preposition. We want to show how it connects we and door. Okay, Evan?
We went inside the door.
We went inside the door. I mean, I think most people probably would put that.
Yep.
Or we walked inside the door.
No.
We ran inside the door. Good. Inside is our preposition connecting we and door together. Let's do one more.
And let us do the final one. 1, and 2, and
John into table.
this one is going to be a sad one.
Yeah, we do need to because it's a mess. John into and table. Okay, Harlem?
John ran into the table.
John ran into the table. Good. Into is our preposition connecting John and table together. Awesome.
John ran into the table.
Awesome. Good. All right. So these are list 5 and list 6 prepositions. Make sure you get them written down, guys. You are testing on them on Thursday. Tomorrow, I introduce list 7 as well. I think we have 2 more lists after that. And then we'll be done with all of our prepositions. Yeah. All right. So that'll be it. All right. Go ahead and get out your reading and comprehension book. We'll finish off with that today.
We need
We're on page 7. Scavenger hunt.
I found you in the. I found all
Look
y'all.
at the backpack.
Scavenger
my
hunt.
Wait, we're in set.
Scavenger hunt.
Why is it tilted? Like, this would just look this way. Why is it like this? Look, my name. Looks like a paper, but it doesn't tilt. I know. No. Okay, this is look. Amina Hut. Amina, stop it. They're looking for me. If y'all look, if y'all find me, I found you.
All right. So on this page, everybody has a page? Yeah, page 7.
Yes, ma'am.
Reading and count book, page 7.
I lost it. Take one of these books.
Mhm. Say that again.
Is this the page?
It should be a scavenger hunt. Let me see. Hold on.
Which page is going to be?
Yeah, that's it.
Little lady girl. That's not me. Where? Carly, I mean Ryan. That's not. I know you're right. I was slapping you in the. You're right. I'll slap you if you're in a wolf. Thank you. I like it. Yeah, that's fun. I like fox. That angel cute. Why did you think this is cute? That angel fox. I ain't know. I'm not even know.
Okay. All right. So today's lesson, we will have to pay attention to details. Okay.
Okay.
So listen to this. I'm gonna order a pizza, and I want you to listen to my details. You're going to pretend that you're the person taking pizzas. Fun fact, guys, that was my very first job. I used to work at a pizza place.
Whoa, I used to work at a pizza place. Where?
Mhm.
Where?
At Papa John's. Oh, y'all know Papa John's? No, some places might have it, some may not.
Oh my God.
But yeah, anyway, so okay, I'm gonna order the pizza. So listen to the details. Okay, this is not part of the lesson yet, but it's tying into it. Okay. So hello, I would like to order 5 large pizzas. I want them all with pepperoni and extra cheese. By 5:30 p.m. Okay, so you're the cashier. Well, I don't know what you call it. Right?
Miss Fuji, you're kind of low.
Hello, can y'all hear me good?
No, not really.
Let me see. Hold on. How about now? Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. Did y'all hear what I said though, or I need to say it again?
No.
Say it again? Okay. So I am going to order a pizza, and I need you to listen to the details. Okay. All right. So hello, I would like to order 5 large pizzas. I want all of them with pepperoni and extra cheese, and I need them delivered by 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So I order my pizzas. Now, if you were to tell me my order back, what did I ask for? First thing I asked for was what?
3
A large pizza.
5.
Somebody said 3 large pizzas.
Five large pizzas.
Thank you, Josiah. I asked for 5 large pizzas. So Josiah is doing a good job, and he would make good tips because he knew exactly what I wanted. 5 large pizzas. What did I want on what kind of pizza I want? And there was something special I asked for on my pizza. What kind?
Pepperoni. Oh.
Yeah, Evan was raising his hand. What kind did I want?
Pepperoni and a lot of cheese.
I said a lot of cheese.
Extra.
cheese. I didn't say a lot of cheese. I said extra. So I wanted a pepperoni pizza, 5 pepperoni pizzas with extra cheese. And what time did I want the pizzas by?
5:30.
Oh, well, yeah.
5 p.m.
5
30.
5 p.m. 30. 5 p.m. will be too early. Okay. So good. So some of you are able to tell me exactly what I wanted. Some people kind of knew but had the numbers wrong. So it's important that you pay attention to details of things because sometimes you will have to retell or you'll have to answer questions and you want to make sure you can do all of those things, but it's important that you pay attention to the details first before you do that. So let's go ahead and look at our page here. So this right here is a flyer, okay? And the Monroe Public Library is having a summer reading program. And they're gonna do like a little something where they're having a day, an event that's tied to their park program, okay? So let's look at the flyer good. So it says part of the Let's Look in a Book summer reading program. Monroe Public Library invites you to something. So Monroe Public Library has a summer reading program, and a part of their reading summer program, they have this annual event. Annual means every single year they do it, okay? So scavenger hunt, that's what the event is. Do you see that inside of the books? Scavenger hunt, that's what it is. It's a scavenger hunt. So it's in where? Monroe Community Park. When? Saturday, June 3rd, from what time? 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, so it says family, fairy tales, and fun. You will search for clues from favorite stories all around the park. So the books that they're gonna use clues from are probably books that are about family, fairy tales, and fun, right? What do you win? $25 gift card to Pamela's Book. And awards are given to each winner in each age group. So it's not just one winner, but there's going to be different age groups and there will be a winner in each age group and that is what they win. And what does everybody get if they go? A free book.
Free book.
It says receive a free book for coming. Go ahead, y'all looking at the flyer? So then it says, what happens if it rains? It says in case of rain, the scavenger hunt will be moved to where? The Monroe Community Center, an indoor place. That is where it'll be moved to. So this is the flyer for the annual scavenger hunt. Let's go to the back page and let's answer some questions about it. Remember, we have to pay attention to the details. Yes? One page.
Monroe Public Library list.
All right. So number 1, let's raise our hands as well. Who is hosting the event? Who is putting this event on? Okay, Hannah, who?
Monroe Public Library.
Yes, so write that on the line. Monroe Public Library is who is hosting the event. They are the ones putting the scavenger hunt on. Okay, so everybody has that, Monroe Public Library.
Yes.
All right. Number 2. It says, why do you think this event is being held? To encourage children to read during the summer, to keep children from getting bored, or to make money? Think about who's throwing it, what program is throwing this, and that will answer the question. Why do you think this event is being held? To encourage children to read during the summer, to keep children from getting bored, or to make money? Which one would be making the most sense?
I know.
Okay, Evan, which one?
To encourage children to read during the summer.
Yes, to encourage children to read during the summer, of course, because the library is putting on the event, right? Yeah, so of course they would encourage children to read.
Got it.
Okay, number 3. Where will the scavenger hunt take place? Where are they having the scavenger hunt? Where is it going to be? This is where you go so that you can participate. It had it on there. Okay, Harlem.
Monroe Community Center.
Nah, community center. Yeah, but I'm trying to give other people a chance to answer. Not the community center. Okay, Hannah, where is the event being held?
Monroe Community Park.
Monroe Community Park. They will only bring it to the center. Oh, well, yeah. Monroe Community Park.
Got it. And the last one, the community.
Okay, and then number 4, where will the scavenger hunt take place? If it does start raining, they will not be able to do it in the park. So where would they move, Solomon?
More Community Center.
Then they will go to the community center. Awesome. Good job, guys.
Monroe.
All right, good job. So that is it. So pay attention to these details. When we have our test on Friday, I'll be asking questions about this flyer that you see here, okay? All right, awesome. All right, so that is it for us today. That was our last lesson of the day. We've covered all we needed to cover today. All right, so y'all have a good day, guys. I will see everyone on tomorrow for Bible. Y'all make sure you work on those stories. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.
Diligence.
Oh, yeah, what you need a lyric?